me. What's happening?
Cover your ears.
Ubisoft has aimed high with Watch Dogs, and the question is, did they deliver on what they promised? Putting to one side the 2012 E3 footage that was shown to us, Watch Dogs is a very good looking game with gorgeous lighting and weather effects that can send a cold shiver down your spine when a storm hits. Not only that, but they've added a quirky feature that you can scan any NPC's face and get a randomly generated brief personal background on that NPC. A simple feature, but this gives the world another layer of realism and intrigue. Taking it a step further, you can even hack an NPC's Wi-Fi and watch them in their own homes, carrying out simple everyday tasks, or chopping a severed hand's fingers off to eat in a sandwich.
You are an ugly bitch. You nasty piece of shit. You've ruined my life, you nasty piece of shit. And now I am gonna cut your throat and put your head in a spice cabinet.
You play as Aiden Pearce, a man who is haunted by the murder of his niece and is set on revenging the ones responsible. With his hacking tool of choice, his phone, Aiden can hack traffic lights to create traffic jams, blow up gas mains in the road to slow down pursuers in a car chase. You can hack security cameras to locate enemies to help with sneaking into gang hideouts or solving puzzles. I personally found the sneaking mechanic one of the strongest features in the game. It has simple but effective controls and a range of gadgets such as lure and blackout, which are very satisfying to use. Obvious clue that over the years of making Splinter Cell, I've got Ubisoft to fine-tune this feature. The driving, however, is a different matter. The cars feel very floaty and you never truly feel that the car is very responsive to your controls. Adding to the fact that you can't fire a gun while you drive, which is a lovely advert for drive safety, but isn't practical when you have 4 gang cars chasing you, backed up by a helicopter. Another obvious missing feature is police boats. It seems that the Chicago police have never received funding for police boats, which makes it easy to escape a police chase, find a civilian boat, and you're home free. If you do decide to ignore this major flaw in the gameplay, you do have to think outside the box in escaping police or gangs. Simply driving really fast away from them isn't always enough. You may have to revert to stealth mechanics such as hiding in back alleys and making sure if they start to search near you, you carefully move on without being seen. The supporting characters in the story of Watch Dogs are entertaining and have some great dialogue to match. A personal favourite is Geordie Chin. He's charismatic, intelligent, and has some of the best lines in the game. I just wish I could say the same for the most important character, however, you, Aiden Pearce. Aiden is very wooden and is simply dull. His interaction with other characters is frustrating and is disappointing at best. Watch Dogs' main story doesn't pick up pace until about halfway through the game, and with its moments of emotion, then the next second stupidity, you can't help but think that Ubisoft weren't entirely sure what they were aiming for.
That's why I brought the bolt cutters. He opens the door this much, there's a chain right there, I slip him in and snip, and guess what? It's not the pizza guy.
Shorty, the problem, let's deal with it.
You will find plenty to do in Watch Dogs Chicago City, whether it includes playing poker, chess, or playing some of the digital trips that are available, such as the time trial runs or the flying through the air game. The best by far is the spider tank. Smashing your way through the streets of Chicago and stomping on police cars will never get old. The side missions that involve stopping people from committing petty crimes did start to get a little repetitive after a few goes. What did confuse me is that Aiden is a vigilante that helps civilians of Chicago and will stop at nothing just to bring to justice a simple mugger, but he doesn't bat an eyelid when he himself hacks a civilian's bank account and withdraws all their money. Aiden, just because you stop others from committing crimes doesn't mean that you can. The multiplayer is the best section of the game, hands down. Ubisoft have truly created a gem of a multiplayer. Of course, there are car races to compete in, but there's also a mode that pitches you up against somebody who's using the Watch Dogs app on an iPad. In this game mode, an app user can guide the police and hack environments to slow you down while you drive through checkpoints to complete a circuit. The online hacking mode is very similar to Dark Souls. You can invade other players' worlds with a simple click of a button, or vice versa. You then hack the other player and stay near them to complete as much of the hack as possible while pretending to be an NPC. This game mode adds great tension and excitement to the whole game that is unmatchable. Online decryption mode, which is similar to Catch the Flag, pitches two teams against each other that must capture some data and hack it before the other team does. The whole of the multiplayer for Watch Dogs has been well thought out and raises the bar for all other multiplayer games. Overall, Watch Dogs does have its flaws and some missing features. The driving controls could be better and has a dull main character. However, Ubisoft have created a gorgeous world and have introduced some interesting new features to the open world genre. With great combat, large range of weapons and a strong stealth mechanic makes the gameplay interesting and strategic. Also supported by a strong multiplayer and side missions that will satisfy a lot of people. We give Watch Dogs an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit like, and if you never want to miss one of our videos in the future, please subscribe and you'll never miss one. I'm Roger Knowles, this is AlwaysGamesTV. We'll see you next time.